Okay, we're gonna get right into this. I wasn't able to do anything yesterday because I was tied up, but we're gonna do as much as we can in the next hour or so. All right, so if I remember correctly, we had to get rid of an effect. So let's zoom in, and I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do here. It was around here. Hold on. Yeah, I definitely have to find a substitute for this. That's fine. So it's right there that we need a substitute. I have to change that actually while I'm here. No, it's not that. Let's see. Yeah, she went way too far. That should be fine. Actually, let's get her in the camera, the whole entire view. This should be good. All right. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna move over to Aseprite real quick. We're gonna try to see if we can find a good substitute for what we had before. Okay, and you start casting right there. Let's keep you in frame. Like, it's fine if our coat is not like fully in there, but let's try to keep things like uniform. Okay, that's good. Smooth that. Okay. Before I started doing this, I was looking at my effects, so I think I have a good substitute. It's just be very, very close. Let's go with this one, actually. That may be a problem. Yeah, that may actually be a problem. Let's try this one. Okay. So in a situation like this, I have to do this all from scratch, unfortunately, which is fine. That's not a big deal, but so I think this is about one. We'll use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to create five frames. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Be this. This will be frame 1. Now the next one is gonna be frame 2. Oh, that's perfect. Actually, we don't even need to do it. The only problem is... No, it's not a problem. Like, we're good. All right. All right. Don't save. The problem is certain effects aren't actually in GIF form, which is really, really annoying, especially that one. That one is broken down into 7 PNGs. But luckily, 19.4 PNG was an entire GIF, so we're good. But if not, That would have been a pain. All right, so we're gonna add it in there. Do. All right. I want the camera, I want her to cast it as soon as the camera stops moving. Like right there. Blank keyframe. We'll use me effects. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that layer, because that layer's been giving us issues. Okay. So it's 19.4. Okay, 19.4. I figured. That's fine. They get a little bit bigger. You get damaged right there. We're going to insert a keyframe right here. All right. We're gonna keep this as a classic ease for now, because it was so close. We're gonna use Ice Break. Ice Break's a lot easier to use in this situation. I just gotta make it very small. So we're gonna put it right here. White keyframe. Ice Break. Interesting. That's not where it's supposed to be at. So let's see. We'll go with this one and just make it small. It's actually Frozen Break. Excuse me. Frozen Break. There we go. We're going to turn this into a GIF, not a GIF. We're going to turn this into a graphic just to see where it ends. Where it starts and where it ends. So we can insert a blank keyframe right here. Perfect. Yeah, that's actually a very good size. We just bring this up a little tiny bit. Yeah, that's actually good. Movie clip. Turn this to an ad. I think we should be fine. We'll probably have to add a hit bar to this later, but I'm not too worried about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. Okay, let's watch the movie and hopefully nothing screws up. I'm pretty sure the camera is on still. It is on. We're actually approaching the final portion of this. We are very close to 16,000 frames. We are getting there. Okay. All right, let's see. Just give it a second. I'm just waiting for the movie to load up. As usual, just making sure there's no issues. You know, the camera does cause issues at times. Layers can get screwed up, which is, we don't want layers to get screwed up. Keyframes can get rearranged. Longtime viewers of this, I know y'all will get annoyed just because we do this all the time, but we have to do this because things do happen. Like, Adobe Animate is not perfect. Mistakes happen. This program has done weird things. It glitches out from time to time. So this is why we do the constant rewatches, just to make sure nothing's going wrong. And as we've seen in stream, things have gone wrong. It's usually just layers just being screwed up with the camera, just glitching, but it's easily fixable. Especially with this scene, which there's so many things happening. We definitely have to pay attention to this one. Wait a minute. No, it's fine. I don't like the way the smoke abruptly ends over there. Something definitely got screwed up. This is why we do those rewatches. Okay, this one's good. Now, send for the next section. I feel like that could use a little bit more oomph. All right, that needs to be a little faster, but that's fine. Okay. Let's get rid of... Oops. Let's get rid of 3 frames. 1, 2, 3. We'll probably have to make this a little tiny bit bigger. Just put more emphasis on it. Wait, what? Oh. Whoops. All right, we're gonna bring this up a little tiny bit. All right, that should be good. Actually, let's make it a little bit wider. Okay, perfect. get rid of 2 frames here. 1, 2. Actually, yeah, I screwed up. This should have been reduced right there. So 1 and 2. There we go. Now what do I want you to do? Let's have you dash. Wait, what? Okay. Let's have you dash right here. Paste. Editing. As I mentioned before, onioning and tweening are going to be your best friends for something like this. All right. Remove the tween. So here's what we're going to do. You're recovered by this frame right there. Oh, toxicity. It's our keyframe. Right there's good. We'll go over tweening just in case people forget. So we have 2 keyframes here. Keyframe here and keyframe here. So in order for you to get a good movement between the two, because right now it looks terrible, right click anywhere in between both keyframes. The first option is going to be create classic tween, which we're going to do. I don't use classic ease. I use ease in and out. So to change it, just go to effect under tweening and just pick whatever you want to pick. You can either do no ease, which is kind of defeats the purpose. Classic ease, ease in by itself, ease out, then ease in and out, which we're going to do. So now it looks a little bit better. So right here, what we're going to have you do, well, let's save it. Saving is important. Insert a keyframe. Turn this into a movie flip. We're going to add a blur. Go to filters. Unfortunately, you can't see what I'm seeing, so click the plus. The second option, blur. Make sure the lock is unlocked, because if it's locked, you can be moving both values. We don't want that. We're just gonna move the X value. Make sure the quality is on high. I usually set it around like 170 to 180. There we go. Perfect. We're going to zoom out real quick. We'll give it 2 frames. Have you disappear. So let's take off tweening and see how this... Well, let's take off onioning, excuse me. We'll see how this looks. Perfect. This is going to be very quick. So we have to go all the way back to where the fight actually started. There's a story to this. This isn't just random fights. There's definitely stories to this. Copy. Crap. Not yet, actually. All right, we're gonna have to do what we did earlier. Wait a minute. Okay, that's probably nothing. We'll deal with that later. And as usual, if people have any questions, just put it in the comments. I read the comments and I'll answer everything to the best of my abilities, because I know I'm not the best at explaining stuff. English is not my first language. My English is terrible. So during these streams, I'm trying the best that I can. But when it comes to writing, I sure the hell can write a good comment. A project like this is very complex. We're not going to deny it. So I'm expecting people to have issues with this, because this is a lot of work. Programs used, Aseprite, which is pretty much going to be your workhorse, and Horse. It's going to be a workhorse, and Adobe Animate, which is pretty much what you're going to be using to animate your sprites. Okay, so right here, we're going to have you disappear. Paste this. I just want to get you out of Mia's area. Because Mia's going to stop right there. Okay, perfect. We're going to put her right here, just so I have... Oh, you funny, Adobe Animate. I love the fact you added a keyframe when I didn't ask you to add a keyframe. You're funny. Sometimes it does do that. All right, so we're going to keep you off over here, just in case I mess up. We're going to create another keyframe right here. Do the exact same thing we did before, but this is going to be very quick. Add a blur. Well, first of all, let's rotate you. Okay, that's fine. What the fuck? That's weird. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Turn this into a movie clip. It has to be a movie clip, or else you won't be able to do effects. Another blur. Same thing we did before. Put it on high. Make sure this is unlocked, so you just change the X value. Okay. Let's have Mia recover right here. Yeah, frame 2. We'll have Mia recover right there. Turn on onioning, get the position right. Right there's good. I do manual saving because auto saving is relatively bugged. All right. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give it a couple of frames. Insert a keyframe. We're going to use the arrows just for a little bit. I just want to see how it looks. That's fine. Okay, that's good. Let's go back to beginning again. It should be right here. East. I'm using the arrows right here just to keep Mia's x-axis the same. Right here should be good. Perfect. The reason why I didn't stream yesterday was because I was actually trying to get that lore video out. So I was kind of tied up with that the entire day. But it's out. This one, I don't know when this is coming out because we're doing a lot of work. And we're going to have to do another sprite animation to put on top of this. So this is going to be a very long sprite animation, people. I'm looking for at least 2 hours. Because I need to wrap up Mercury Lighthouse because we've been at Mercury Lighthouse for a very long time. Let's zoom out a little bit. Paste this right here. And that's good. Okay, we're gonna use another hit spark because I've been using the same hit sparks over and over. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but I have a crap ton of effects. Do not want to use that. This one's actually good because it comes at an angle. Perfect. We'll use 13.3. Yes, we'll definitely use 13.3. And the effects that I'm using are effects that I've accumulated over the past like 20 years because I used to do a lot of Newgrounds animations back in the day. Rip Flash. Rip Flash. Eventually, someday, when this is done, not for a long time, I'll get back into Sonic Sprite animations. I'm just happy we were able to actually go to some sprites to actually do cool sprite animation stuff. It takes a lot of work. I'm not gonna deny it. Holy crap! It's fun at the end of the day. Like it's really fun. I'm enjoying doing this. Okay, so 13.3. Let's put you up there. We'll rotate this. Wait a minute. No, actually, let's turn this into a graphic first so we can actually see where it starts and where it ends. That's important. Right there. I will definitely have to rotate this. Arguably the best theme in the game. Too early, so we just gotta remove one frame. Object, turn this back to a movie clip. I normally use adding when it comes to blending. Just adding it does retain, it makes it look a lot better and it retains some of the cool effects that come with it. If you don't change it, it's gonna look very weird and very jagged. That's the best way for me to describe it. Okay. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Okay, this is gonna be kind of hard. So let's zoom out. We have to give ourselves a lot of frames here. I add frames like very slowly because this program is very notorious for crashing if you add frames very quickly. So I'm giving myself at least like probably 30 frames. I think this is good. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Let's move Mia first. And this one's gonna be very weird because of the angle she's in. Oh, let's do it funny. All right. So as usual, since we have 2 keyframes and we have a moving motion, see, from point A, point B, we're at tweening. We're going to definitely make this into an ease and out. This has to be an ease and out, because easing and out, I'll explain it a little bit better. We'll explain classic easing first. Classic easing is like classic Sonic. Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and Sonic 3, and Knuckles. I was about to do a meme, but I'm not going to do it. So, Sonic, or any character in those said games, move from left to right in a pretty straightforward motion. They move, and they just go. Ease in and out is you slowly ease into the movement, then you go. All right, so ease in and out. Make sure they're both on ease in and out. Perfect. Unfortunately, tonight I do have to work. I have a 12-hour shift. Thank God it's not 24 hours. Oh my God, that's the saving grace. It's not 24-hour shifts, but I got to work 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., unfortunately. This is why we're streaming a little bit earlier than usual, because it's about to be 6 o'clock right now. I got like 30 more minutes left. I'm just loading up the movie so we can see how well this looks. Give this a moment. We're almost there. And there's a reason why I'm using the effects that I'm using. Unfortunately, some of my cool old school pixel effects are ActionScript 2.0, which is not compatible with this Adobe Animate. I've tried. I've definitely tried. Adobe Animate will cause catastrophic glitches to happen if you use incompatible effects. We've had it happen in stream. It'll literally tell you as soon as you drag in the effect that this is not compatible. This is not ActionScript 3.0. If you do that, you're running the risk of your whole entire project just kamikazing itself. A crash will happen, and as soon as you load it up, certain keyframes will be replaced by a white dot. That's when you know your project is pretty much cooked. The smart thing would be just, hey, I can't use this effect. It's incompatible. Cool beans. Adobe Animate, for some odd reason, views the entire project as corrupt and it just completely gets rid of all your keyframes. I've had it happen at the tail end of certain animations for this. I think the worst one was during the Mercury Lighthouse Array section, where we had like all those overworld sprites. It was so bad. This is why I use the effects that I use. I know it may seem quote-unquote jarring from what the comments said, but I'm doing what I can. There's a lot of limitations with this project, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't do the toxic YouTube spiel. As usual, like, comment, and subscribe. Get this project out to more people. Let the algorithm know that, hey, this sprite animation is supporting Golden Sun. We need all the support we can get nowadays with Golden Sun. We're not getting another game probably for a long, long time. Remember us, Camelot. Remember us, Nintendo. Probably not. But yes, the toxic YouTube spiel, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any issues with this. Dislike it if you want to dislike it. This will let me know that I need to improve on my streaming. Or just overall in general, because definitely haven't done sprite animation in a very, very long time. So I'm just going off of previous knowledge. I know the game has changed. Like, people are using way better tools than I am nowadays, but it's all good. But yeah, just let me know if there's any questions, comments, and concerns. I'll try to remedy things the best that I can. And of course, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Somehow, some way, we got bow and arrows to work. We got firearms later on. And for people not familiar with this project, this is pretty much a reimagining of the story, more darker, mature. And definitely we're pushing boundaries that I probably should not push. But hey, we're making things work. It is loosely following the Golden Sun story. I'm not going to deny it. The lighthouse will still be lit. Time shenanigans are afoot, of course. But we'll get to that later. All right, I gotta pay attention here. Let's see. That's good. It's the problem is, I gotta think. Before I do that, I gotta go back to heart section. The smoke does not look right. Wait a minute. Camera, you're acting up again. It's barely noticeable, but this is not lined up. Camera, please. This is what I'm talking about. You really have to pay attention. It's only one frame, but every frame matters. Yeah, it's look at this. This should be right here. Let's back up. Okay. So why? Yeah, it ends a little bit early. It should not end like that. Because it should line up with this background change. Like that. Okay, so we gotta fix it all the way over here. Yeah, see? It ends prematurely. So what we're going to do is just we're going to get this one extra frame. All right, let's zoom in. So we think we do have it. There we go. Now it's better. That's what I was talking about. You got to really be paying attention. Keyframes do get moved for some weird reason. Okay. We're gonna get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames. That should be good. So in order to sell this scene, we have to. I'll add shaking to this, but it's fine. Like it's a good speed. But I need to add skids. Wait a minute. Fuck. Do I have that? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Really? You wanted to stop right there, but why? Why would you stop right there? Okay, I'm gonna have to go through all my effects again. Not that. Just give me like a minute. I have a specific effect I want to use. Not that one. That will cause seizures. We'll have to use that one. Yeah, that's fine. This could be KC. All right. Let's make this into a screen. I'll have to double back and see how that looks, actually. And that's not the end of the world, but for what I'm aiming for, it's probably the best one. So we're gonna line everything up with both characters. Insert a keyframe, same thing. We're to add a tween. We're using the arrows to move it so we don't mess up the x-axis. All right. Hey, this is easing out, and I think we're good. Wait a minute. You went up a little bit. Why did you go up a little bit? Interesting. 625.9. That's weird. It's fairly negligible, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So let's end this right there. Now the question is, what do I want you guys to do? Oh, let's do it funny. Copy this. Actually, no, let's put you above. It's our keyframe. Movie clip. We're gonna have you both do it. Wait, how the hell? Wait, I can actually do this. I'm gonna have to take both for damage sprites. Wait, it should be right here. Yeah, just use this one. Maybe. Got to do this one for Mia. Rotate this. Yours is going to be a little bit different. Extra keyframe right here. Perfect. I'll have to get Spark. Jeez. Am I really going to add Twinkle to both of them? I am going to add Twinkle to both of them. Shit. We're going to finish the scene up, then we'll wrap it up for tonight because I'm running out of time, actually. This is absolutely absurd. It's cool. All right. Let's watch the movie and we'll see how this goes. Tomorrow when I'll get back, I'm not going to be worried about the extra stuff. I'll add like the twinkle effect to that later. I'm not too worried about it. All right. Wait for the movie to load up and we'll go from there. Come on. Any day now. Well, there we go. Whoa. Why is this slowing down? Fuck it. I am still kind of worried about the keyframe from earlier. Okay. All right, so far so good. have to pay attention to the smoke, because I know we just adjusted that. See, that one frame definitely made all the difference. Hey, what's up? No, it's the same effect. I have to be very careful with that effect because for some odd reason, Adobe Animate does not like it. I'll show why in a second. I just want to make sure like there was no issues with the things I just added in there. Because that flame, it ends at the 106th frame. But for some odd reason, when I'm adding it again, it just glitches. And I already committed to using it. Like, there's lore specific reasons why I'm using that, but I don't have any other flame effects that are actually similar to that. All right, let's see. And it's funny, like it's really, I'm gonna show something off in a second, but it's really funny how that sword effect just screws up. All right, let's get to the very funny part. Okay, so it's all the way back here. No, zoom out. All right, should be right here. Okay. And again, I think this is more so an Adobe Animate issue. Yep. All right. Let me fix this real quick. Yeah, swords. Well, fire is just weird. All right. Let's take off unending. And I think this one is locked right now. Yeah, it might be locked. Is it locked? No, it's not. Okay. So for some odd reason, right here, at that specific frame, it disappears. No idea why. So we're gonna play the movie again, so we can actually see when it disappears. But that specific slash right there it disappears right there. I swear, this one effect is cursed. I'm honestly still trying to figure out how that happens. And the funny thing is, as soon as you take it off a movie clip, it's fine. Like it stays active as a graphic, and it makes no sense. I'm like, how are you still active as a graphic, but we're turning you into a movie clip and you disappear for like a couple of frames? Like you'll see instances where it just the effect just randomly disappears. I think it happens here. Hold on. All right, pay attention to the slash that's coming up. Right there, it disappears. So I kind of missed it a little bit. Hold on. Right there, it disappears. Right there. Right there. Right there. It's hilarious because as soon as you turn it into a graphic, it fixes itself. So we're gonna do that right now. I just gotta remember to change it back. Actually, I'll just do one of them. Let's see. I think right here is the most egregious one. Yeah, right here. That's the most egregious one. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this back into a graphic. All right, so remember this scene right here, right where she teleports. But the thing is, I'm probably gonna do that next. I'm still trying to put my noggin on this. It's like, how is this disappearing as a movie clip, but as a graphic, it's fine. So yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's try it. Because beforehand, we had a big major crash in one of my earlier animations. Like, it was really bad. And I lost this specific effect, so I substituted the flame effect with Hadouken. I'm like, screw it. I need to get this one out. So I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for Hadouken, a red Hadouken. And I stayed committed to that for a while until I found this again. Then I noticed this little issue that we're having, like, wow, I already changed it twice. Wait, is it loading up? Yeah, it is. Give it a second. All right. So as mentioned during this section, as a movie clip, it disappears, but as a graphic, it's not going to disappear. Just give us a minute. When I get to DaVinci Resolve, I do the best that I can to actually like remedy it, but sometimes like during a very like complex scene, I just can't do anything about it without ruining the scene itself. All right, let's take a look. It's slowing down right now because I'm clicked away. This actually helps out to actually see if there's any issues. So we're going to see exactly the areas where the flame disappears. Right there. Well, that's fine because we're in motion. Right. See, it didn't disappear right there. That's crazy. But as a movie clip, it disappears. But let's actually do that. Let's add a layer above that. We'll add a random layer, and we'll see if that actually fixes it. All right, let's see. So we were right here. All right. I can probably use, well, I'm not using this specific layer right here. So let's turn this back into a movie clip. We're going to add it. We're going to copy this. And we're going to place this right, I think it's right here. And we're going to make it disappear right there. Let's see if that fixes it. Yeah, we have like at least 2 frames on that. If that's the case, oh man, things just got so complicated. Because I'm a perfectionist, like random things like that will definitely get to me. All right, let's see. I've had enough Sonic for a lifetime. Let's actually listen to Golden Sun music. Give me a minute while I actually find some songs. All right. I'll be very sad if that's the fix. So the big thing here was we're just going to be paying attention to the area where she slashes and the teleport happens. Right now, I'm not too worried about the flavor, the fluff effects. Like we're still in the let's finish the project first, then we can add all the cool effects later. All right. Yep, it still disappears. That's crazy. It's So what we're gonna do is, I thought I had the fix for this. Let me actually stop it. Yeah, I definitely thought I had the fix for this because we're gonna get rid of this blank keyframe real quick. I'm an idiot. All right. Clear keyframe. We're gonna turn this back into a graphic, and we're gonna see exactly where it ends. Well, this would be kind of weird. Hold on. I gotta zoom out. Like, we have a lot of frames to work with before this actually starts running out. And the problem is, it starts good, and it's a constant flame. Then it just dies down. Like, that section right there is what makes it, what's the problem. Then it just, let me back up a little bit. Like, we have a good amount of frames where it's just like nothing. And then it starts right there. So we have at least, yeah, it stops at 1780. So 1780 and comes back at 1810. So we have almost 20 frames of blank. I think after this next sprite animation, I'm just definitely just gonna change it up. But for now, we'll just have to do what we can. It's not the end of the world, but still really, really, really annoying that that's a thing. But it's all good. It's all good. So since I'm here, we're gonna grab Twinkle, copy this. We're gonna go right here and add this twice. All right, let's see. We're gonna put you right here. And we're gonna put you right here. So one's gonna go right there. Make it small like that. Move it over to the right a little bit. There we go. Right there. My keyframe. This is really, really, really quick. So we're gonna add a couple of frames to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 frames. If not, we'll probably have to change it. All right, let's watch. Let's do one final watch because I actually have to wrap this up. Tomorrow we'll do like another hour or so. So going forward for the next couple of months, this will be the exact time I'm gonna be doing this. We're going to be starting the next section of this soon because we are slowly approaching the 16,000 frame cap. Anything after 16,000 will not work because Adobe Animate will not take any more layers, or just it will take anything. Like 1600 is legitimately the final spot. Anything afterwards will not work. I'm gonna try that tomorrow. That's actually a good idea. I'm gonna write that down. Because like I said, I'm committed now. Like I got away with it in that one sprite animation, but now since I found the effect and it's been used in a few videos, I'm kind of committed to it. Unless I find something similar to it. But it's crazy, like it just disappears well before the effect actually ends. Because what I thought was gonna fix it was just putting the effect, making another blank keyframe, and manually adding it from my library and putting it back in there, but it's still happening. Like right there. But we'll figure it out. Like this specific video is not gonna be out for a while. This is gonna be a 2-hour like long video, so we're good. Alright, let's take a look. Like that isn't like that. It's annoying, but I'm more so worried about this section because this section there's a lot of things happening with this section. Especially with the summon, because the summon, I think the summon's one of the key things in this whole video. Because this one, that one definitely took a while to do, because we had to remake them from scratch. And the Dragon Ball reference right here too. Like this one was kind of annoying to do. And this was on a whim too. I'm like, wait a minute, let me just do the TN semi-perfect cell thing. Because if you're familiar with the game, Judgment only does one massive shot. Okay. And as usual, I do recommend anyone that takes up a project like this, always do a lot of rewatches because Adobe Animate is known to mess up. It'll move keyframes around a lot. The camera is known to glitch. Like we said, we've had instances where the camera removes frames. It's actually kind of crazy. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Copy and rename it from a different project and then bring it over to this project. That's actually a very good idea. All right, definitely gonna do that. And the funny thing is, this project is broken down into 3 sections: the Adobe Animate portion, DaVinci Resolve, and CapCut to finish it up. For some odd reason, when you're done with Adobe Animate, that section, like this is fine. This is moving at 60 FPS, but as soon as you bring it into DaVinci Resolve, it ups the FPS over to like at least 120. So you mainly have to slow it down as soon as you get to DaVinci Resolve. It's actually kind of crazy. I've learned that the hard way. Like exporting it makes no sense because it just speeds up everything. All right, let's see. It has to be a little bit slower, but we got the right idea. But there is something I need to do here. Okay, right here, I have to move this a little bit more this way. And move this a lot closer. Like right there. Actually, I think what I have to do is... Where's this at? That one's above. I have to move this one... I have to move this one up a little bit. No, I think it's fine right there. We just have to... We're going to add another effect to this right on top of it. Actually, no, I have something. Okay. I'll just put this right here because I'm not using this layer. So right there. A blank keyframe right here. We're going to put this right here. Another KC. This could be 2. Is it 2? Yeah, all right. So we're going to put this right on top of this just to give it a little bit more oomph. And as usual, we're going to turn this to a movie clip. It's already a movie clip. Add it. So I think that should be good. So this one was temporary, but I'm probably gonna end up changing this. Just so it can have a little bit more impact. Yeah, we can do this. If you're familiar with fighting games, this is a reference. All right. This one I'm definitely gonna have to add a blend to this. Impact. I cannot spell. All right, so this one's 18 frames. Okay, so Adobe Animate, notorious for adding random keyframes, even though I just deleted that one. Story of my life. So you land right there. For those curious, people that watch the VODs, we're going to go over something real quick. This right here is made to mimic a teleport. This is just a blur. Blurs are very easy to do. You just got to make sure the symbol is a movie clip. Just go to filters and just add the blur to it. Just make sure make sure you're doing only the x-axis or the y-axis. If you do both of them, it's gonna look very weird. And bring it up to at least 100, 780 so you can get this cool after image effect. All right. So let's get rid of this keyframe right here. Blank keyframe, actually. Put a blank keyframe as soon as she lands. We're gonna grab impact. Put impact right on top of her. It did not go right on top of her. We're going to expand this a little bit more. Turn this into a graphic so we actually see when this ends. So right here is where it ends. From there, we're going to turn this back into a movie clip. And we're probably going to add yeah, we'll probably keep it an add or a screen. We'll try screening first. No, adding's fine. Let's try lighting it. No, adding is probably the way to go with this. All right, let's watch the movie and we'll go from there. You know what, hold on. Let's make this a little tiny bit bigger. We want the impact to cover her entirely. There we go. Then we have a couple of frames where she's just stationary. 2, 3. Perfect. Cool. I think we're good. All right. I'm making as much use of these frames that I have left. I think I have at least 5,000 frames left. I got to be very careful, though, because we still have a few effects that we need to add in here. Because, like I said, as soon as you pass the 16,000 cap, you won't be able to add anything else. It'll be like you're adding a crap ton of blank keyframes. No. Whoops. Music is now over. All right. Perfect. I might add a effect on the scythe though. Just during that spinning section. Just the fact we have our scythe now attached to her body is actually a good thing. Because those familiar with the game, she always has her scythe in her hand. And funny enough, in the game assets, the scythe is still in her hand. Her and Satoris do not have their weapons detached from their bodies. So you have to manually take it from her body and make the corrections. I might zoom in over there. We'll see. Okay. But as mentioned, definitely later on, when I'm finally done with this, I'm going to be going back to Sonic Sprite animations. Because I do miss working with Sonic. Sonic's fun. Because you have so much liberty to do whatever you want, and Sonic Battle sprites have... Their sprite sheets are godlike. If you really want to be cute about it, that's the sprite sheet. Like, you have at least 180 sprites. It's amazing. Over here, I have my work cut out for myself. It's like, you have 21 frames, 21 sprites to work with. So I've made at least over 100 sprites for, like, a lot of characters. It's actually very time-consuming, but it's all good. That's later on. Like, right now, I'm more so focused on this. Later on, I'll definitely go back to that. Definitely Karis' sprite / unknown was... It was a hard one, because we actually had to make that one from the ground up. There's a lot of things we've had to make from the ground up, which I'm actually surprised they actually look really good, in my honest opinion. And go figure, cloaks can work in this. The bow and arrow definitely is a crowning achievement of this. Because, as people know, Golden 1 and 2 don't have bow and arrows as weapons. It was relatively easy to do. It's just a couple of pixels. Do a bow shape. It's easy. All right. First person view / Doomcam is fun to do too. All right, gotta pay attention. Besides that, any questions, comments, and concerns, just you all know what to do. All right, gotta pay attention. Better. Yes. Cool. All right. Unfortunately, I do have to wrap it up. I'll be back around the same time tomorrow. As usual, you guys keep us supporting this project. It's very hard, but we're getting there. All right. See y'all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.